I'm always delighted to be with Saul News, who's been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for March 25th, 2022. A new op-ed by Senator Rand Paul states, "Here's my plan to hold Congress's big spenders accountable and get transparency for American taxpayers." Last week, the Senate voted on the 2,741-page omnibus spending package, clocking in at a whopping $1.5 trillion. It was released in the middle of the night, just hours before we were expected to vote on it. Mind you, when we vote on things, we're expected to know what we're voting on. At least that's the expectation of the folks we represent back home. But do you really think there is a single person in the United States who actually believes that Congress is filled with speed readers capable of digesting thousands of pages in a matter of hours? Probably not. But the big spenders of both parties in Washington love keeping that under wraps. In fact, they bank on it, literally and figuratively. For what it's worth, I have legislation in the Senate to fix the issue, a resolution to give members ample time to read the bills before they vote. It would also increase transparency and incentivize legislation to be shorter. Just imagine, what if we had 1 day for every 20 pages to read the bills before they were brought up for a vote? We would have had 137 days to truly consider whether the American people's hard-earned tax dollars are worthy of all the ridiculous spending items included in the recently passed omnibus. We would strongly encourage you to read the full op-ed by clicking on the link in the description below. Townhall.com reports, "The first black woman nominated to the Supreme Court can't define woman." In a situation almost beyond belief, the individual who's been heralded by the liberal media and the Democrats for her historic status as the first black woman to be nominated to the Supreme Court is unable to define woman, according to her testimony late on Tuesday night. The somewhat ironic, if not tragic, revelation came courtesy of a line of questioning from Senator Marsha Blackburn, a Republican from Tennessee, who, even some 13 hours after the hearing started, was fired up and ready to roll.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator Blackburn told Town Hall Tuesday night following her exchange with Judge Jackson that, quote, "It is stunning that someone who is seeking to be on the Supreme Court can't provide a one-sentence definition on the word woman." And finally, Business Insider reports, California Governor Gavin Newsom proposes $400 debit cards for car owners amid record high gas prices. California Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled a new proposal on Wednesday to provide California car owners with $400 debit cards as gas prices have hit record highs in the Golden State. Newsom said that registered car owners in the state could qualify for tax refunds in the form of $400 debit cards for use for gas. Individuals would be able to qualify for payments for up to 2 cars as part of the proposed $11 billion investment. The funding package will need to pass through the California State Legislature, and payments could be sent as soon as July. The proposed payments are not based on income, but car registration status. In the package, Newsom also proposed funding to make transit and rail agencies free for Californians for 3 months. This week, we'll let Newt Gingrich have the last word.
If you want a strong reason to pray for the health of the President of the United States, you are reminded again today that that reason is the Vice President. She's not only totally incoherent, he may or may not have cognitive decline problems at his age, but at her age, she's just dumb. I mean, let's be clear. Kamala Harris may be the dumbest person ever elected vice president in American history.
And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for March 25th, 2022. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.